Hi friends, it's Liv and welcome back to my channel. Happy October. It's October. I'm a little spooked out because I love October. Fall is finally here, so it's gonna be kind of cooling down. I hope. I live in Southern California, so I'm really hoping it starts to cool down a little bit because it's been hot and it's been wild. I work outside and that has not been fun. So with that being said, the start of the new month means that it is time for some of my favorite videos to film, which is my monthly TBR. So welcome to my October TBR. I have 6 books I want to say that I am planning on reading this month, which is kind of I want to say that's my average. So I think I can do it. But without further ado, let's get into this video and see what I'm planning on reading this month. All right, so the first book I'm going to talk about today is actually the book I've been listening to on audiobook. I have kind of broken my vow in not starting new books, but I need a new audiobook to listen to on the train to work, so I'm giving myself a pass on that one. But it is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So far I'm enjoying it. I think based on the audiobook alone, it's an experience. There's a full cast of characters reading you this book, and it's about this band called Daisy Jones and the Six, which was huge in the 60s and 70s. And so it's all the sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And it's told in the format of interviews, so it's detailing the band's rise to fame and eventually why they broke up, which I'm excited to see why they broke up because things have been happening in this book and I'm really enjoying it. I think each of the characters are cool in their own way. There's a couple that I personally don't really like, but I think as a whole they really work together in a really interesting way, so I'm excited to listen to more of that. Next up here we have Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, The Sword of Summer by Rick Riordan. As you guys know, I really love Rick Riordan. I have talked about him in probably every video on this channel, but with good reason because he is one of my favorite authors of all time. He's legitimately an auto-buy author for me at this point. And so this is about Annabeth Chase's cousin, Magnus, and his adventures with the Norse gods. I'm kind of going into this book blind. I have read about the first 150 pages, I want to say, a year and a half ago. Put it down, did not pick it back up. So this is one that I need to kind of refresh myself and start from the beginning before I continue. But from what I remember, I really liked Magnus's character, so I'm excited to see all that he gets up to. And following that, we have the first book in the Trials of Apollo series, which is The Hidden Oracle. From what I know about this series, it makes me laugh. Apollo did not make Zeus a happy camper, so Zeus literally made Apollo a happy camper and has turned him into a demigod named Lester Papadopoulos, and he has sent him to Camp Half-Blood, and he's got to go on some missions to recover some stuff. That's about all I know. I'm really excited to see the cast from Heroes of Olympus again because I really, really love them. And so I'm excited to see what they get up to. Love that I'll get to read about their adventures again and how they help Apollo this time as Lester, which I'm so excited to get to this. I suppose you're supposed to read these kind of concurrently, so read Magnus first and then Trials of Apollo, and we'll see how it goes. The next book I have on this list here is Keeper of the Last City's Exile by Shannon Messenger. I read the first book to this a couple months ago, right before the Newts readathon. I cranked it out because I was I cannot wait to start this, but if I don't finish it before the readathon, then I can't because it won't count. So I sped through that puppy in 2 days, and I'm hoping I can kind of do the same with this. I read the first couple chapters. So far really good. I love the characters in here more than anything. This story follows Sophie, and she's lived in the human world all her life, and she has discovered that she is an elf, which, I mean, could you imagine being 12 years old and thinking you're a human and someone's LOL, you're an elf? I couldn't. But I mean, she's super, super smart. I want to say she was a college student when she was 12, which I was not. Yeah, she's super smart and super cool, and she's got a lot of great friends that I love reading about because they're just so funny, and I love all of their dynamics. So I'm really excited to get through this one also. And I have 2 more books for you guys from the same series that I want to talk about right now. And the first one I mentioned in last month's wrap up, but it is Clockwork Prints by Cassandra Clare, and then followed up by Clockwork Princess, also by Cassandra Clare, which are books 2 and 3 in the Infernal Devices trilogy, which is kind of the prequel to The Mortal Instruments, which it's the Shadowhunter world. These are so interesting to me because I'm so used to reading about Clary and Jace and Simon and Izzy and Alec and all of the main faves. But I love Tessa, Jem, and Will. I feel like I'm supposed to hate Will. He makes me so mad sometimes, but boy, do I love him as much as he angers me. I am so looking forward to seeing like the growth of like these characters and how they progress through the next couple books. I am nearly reaching the halfway point in Clockwork Prints. Loving it. This book has toyed with my emotions so much, and I am only on page 238. And this has made me yell, this book has made me cry, this book has made me laugh out loud. It's given me literally all of the feels, and I didn't give it permission to, but I'm not mad about it. All right, and there you have it, guys. Those are the 6 books that I am intending on reading in October. As you know, could change. I'm impulsive and rarely go according to plan, so we'll see how this goes. Please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and comment down below what book you are most excited to get to this October. I want to say I'm probably most excited to get to Trials of Apollo because I have been looking forward to reading this series since it came out, but I hadn't read all of the Heroes of Olympus yet, so I knew I wouldn't understand it. But now I'm like reaching the point where I can read it, and boy am I excited. As always, please be sure to subscribe to this channel down below if you haven't already, and click that bell icon to be notified every time I post a new video. I post once or twice a week on this channel. And as always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.